going on, everybody? Bitcoin Chris checking in once again. Happy Thursday. Bitcoin was taking a dump last night, and we're climbing back up. We're at 25,000. We're going to jump into the charts real quick. Before I do, I talk a lot about credit and about finances because I believe it's very important that we all are financially literate. A lot of us are too financially illiterate. You guys need to learn how to, get credit and use credit to your advantage, and stop letting the banks take advantage of you and you take advantage of the banks, and do what the rich people do and stop saving money and start investing money. I've been saying this since 2020. We're going on 2023, and I love teaching people about Bitcoin and about money because it changed my life. Because now that I understand how money works, I know how to leverage and use money to my advantage. And even if you make a mistake, it's okay. You know the knowledge. You can start over and do it all over again. So with that being said, this is Bitcoin Chris. We're going to jump into the Bitcoin price. I love you. God loves you. Let's jump in right now. Woo! Oh, not TikTok. Bitcoin. All right, cool, guys. So let's see what Bitcoin is doing. All right, cool. All right, cool. So on the 30-minute chart, let's just jump to the hour real quick. As soon as this loads, come on now. All right, cool. Load it up. All right, so let's look at market cipher first. If you would have went in and did a long on Wednesday at 7 o'clock at night, you would have been here. You probably would have got shaken out, but we got this buy signal here, and then we had once you start to see the momentum go up, that's a great indication to start to get in for longs. But right now we are at 25,583. We dumped all the way down from 26,000 all the way down. So now we're starting to pump again. There is news that I'm going to go over in just a minute about Blackrock doing a spot ETF. So everybody's tweeting about that. So we'll go over that in just a moment. But right now we're looking at the Bitcoin price. So on the hourly time frame, we're looking at, resistance is up here at 26,990. So I'll put an alert there if we get that high. But right now we're looking pretty high on the momentum wave. We got VWAP, which is the orange line pointing down. We got RSI, stochastic RSI, overbought, but we could still pump. But it's looking like it's ready to come down a little bit before making a next leg up. We got money flow still in red. So we are crabby a little bit on the money wave. And 4-hour time frame, let's check that out. I don't know what VWAP is. Oh, there it is. Okay. So 4-hour on the market cipher, we got green dot, great news. We got money flow starting to head up, great news. VWAP pointing up, RSI, stochastic RSI pointing up, great news. We got the buy signal, and we're at previous support. Looks like it's becoming resistance. But as long as we can get above these ribbons, every time I say ribbons now, I think about I'm British. So funny. All right, so there is the resistance. And I'll go ahead and actually resistance is down here, but I'll make another alert here. All right, cool. All right, so I got 2 alerts there set up, but it is looking pretty good. So 4 hours ago, you could have gotten along and you could have made some money if you want to trade. Bing X is down below. The link will be down below. Be careful, don't over leverage, and it's better to just stack Bitcoin and chill versus trying to trade. But if you do want to trade, that is available down below. Let's jump to the daily chart. So 4 hour looks good. Sometime this year would be nice. All right, there it is. Daily chart coming up. Looking pretty good. Under the ribbon still, so not too good. But we do have, as I mentioned in previous videos, a bullish divergence starting to form here. Boom. Boom. Which means, as long as, RSI, stochastic RSI pointing up, VWAP looks like it's trying to point up, trying to head up, and money flow is still red. So I think we can turn up, maybe do something like that, boom, and then do something like this as far as momentum goes. So this looks good, but we'll see how it plays out. Again, we're under these ribbons, so not too good. So let's look at an example of when we do get above these ribbons, right? So as you can see here, as soon as we got above these ribbons and we got to buy on a daily, we went up, 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 up. All right, so that's why the ribbons are pretty dope, pretty important. And then as you can see here as well, this is January. Went from 16,000 to the high before the first pullback of 24,000. Pulled back to 21, and then we went up to 25,000. Pulled back to 20,000, and then we went up to 30,000. So pullbacks are to be expected, but let's see if we can get a nice momentum and some bullish sentiment. But let's jump into Twitter real quick because everybody's talking about Blackrock. So we're gonna jump into Blackrock. Where did I see Blackrock? There it is. Just in, $10 trillion BlackRock company officially files for spot Bitcoin ETF. The question that I have for you guys, leave a comment below. Do you think this will go through? And do you think this is the reason why others did not go through, is because the big boys wanted to control and actually do it first? And then with that being said, do you think that they were already buying Bitcoin before they, decided to file for this ETF? In my opinion, I think they did. So they're looking to do a Bitcoin trust, spot ETF. So they have filed an application for a spot ETF utilizing Coinbase custody and spot market data to enhance accessibility for institutional investors. And institutional investors are people that have, I think it's over $1 million in net worth, or if you're married, over 600,000. Not 100% sure, look it up. I know it's along those lines, but you need to have money basically to invest in, or to be an accredited investor. So institutional investor, I'm pretty sure they have a lot more money. So I apologize, I'm mistaken. And accredited investor is what I was referring to. I'm not 100% sure what an institutional investor is, besides it's pretty self-explanatory, but I'm not sure if there are specific financial requirement to meet that actual term. I'm sure there is. So Everybody's retweeting, everybody is liking, everybody is super bullish about this information. Again, what do you guys think about this information? We're going to look at some of the quotes. Bitcoin's market cap is $500 billion. We are early. My question is, if they're going to be doing it through Coinbase, then that means Coinbase is going to be A-OK, right? Because, they're going through it right now with the government, with the SEC. So if that means that Blackrock is, doing it through Coinbase, then that means Coinbase is going to be A-OK, right? Let me know your thoughts below. Some people saying that this is a bad thing and they don't want them to, have Bitcoin. I saw a couple tweets saying that don't let them have a SAT. Don't let them get the Bitcoin. So we'll see how that plays out. But there's a lot of different reactions to this news. See if I can find any more. Bitcoiners are funny, man. We're some of the most funniest and the most, we can be mean at times. We're only mean out of just trying to help people out, Sometimes you just got to be mean sometimes, in my opinion. We're some of the most funniest and meanest toxic people that you will ever meet in your life, but it's for the good. We don't do it to be facetious. We do it to teach a lesson into, at least for me, I just do it because some people need to be talked to sometimes in a certain way, and you can't talk to everybody the same way, but some people just have to learn, and some people can, if you're from New York and Philly, New York, Philly, Jersey, you can handle the rough talk. If you're not from up north and you're more down south or Midwest and you're more chill, you're more West Coast and you're more chill, you just need to be able to adapt. And most people are just trying to help at the end of the day, so don't get too mad at us Bitcoiners. Man, this that BS. U.S. government prosecutors have decided to withdraw new charges brought against founder Sam Bankman-Fried, but y'all want to go after CZ. CZ didn't crack. Like the funny thing is that CZ didn't. The exchange didn't blow up. So if the exchange did have problems, U.S. investors got lost their money, that's one thing. But we didn't. So it just makes me wonder, why would they go all in on Coinbase? And I know exactly why, actually, but it makes me wonder. I have an idea of why, but it makes me wonder why they would go after Coinbase and Binance. And my thesis, my hypothesis, my guess, my reasoning that I think it could be is because they want to, they're going to have their own exchange. They're going to have one main exchange where they're going to be able to, they're trying to pretty much cut out the competition. That's my thought. So they want to annihilate everybody else and then have one main exchange where they're able to track everything, So we'll see how that plays out. But this is crazy. I'm not going to say that it's privilege, but I think it's privilege. Oh, would you look at that? I just said this in my live a little bit earlier. I said that, the life expectancy in America has gone down. So let me save this. Actually, I'll just like it because I did that on my Facebook, so I have to use my other phone. But I literally just said that a lot of people are going to work till they're about 60 or 70, 80 years old. And then, the life expectancy is going down. So if you're working a regular job and then you're going to, try to retire, you're going to retire on a little bit of the funds, 40% of your income. On top of that, inflation is going to knock all that buying power away. On top of that, you're not gonna be able to enjoy living, and you might have to go to work. Because when I was working at the call center, I've seen people that are super old and they're working and taking calls, and I used to think to myself, maybe they just want to work, but no, I remember them telling me they need additional income because they only get paid a certain amount of money from their Social Security and all that good stuff, so it helps them make ends meet. But it's sad to see the people that are older still in the workforce because they have to supplement their income because of Social Security wasn't enough, and inflation's deteriorating their buying power. So very sad to see that, but it is what it is. It is what it is. And I think that'll be it for the video. It's already kind of long, but everybody's super hype about this. Coinbase partner up with Blackrock. Blackrock submitted ETF. We already know how this ends. A long battle with a slap on the wrist. Exactly. That's exactly what I just said. I think they're going to partner up, so I think they're going to be A-okay. So that's exactly what I just said. So shout out to them. And I'll end the video on that. With that being said, this is Bitcoin Chris checking out. Fix your credit. Stack some Bitcoin. Use the Fold app. Link below. You get 5,000 free sats. Also, make sure you put down the TV remote. Pick up a book. Right. Turn off the TV. Turn on a book. Turn off the TV. Turn on a book. All right. With that being said, Bitcoin Chris checking out. Much love, you guys. Oh yeah, head over to swanbitcoin.com/Bitcoin Chris. Get $10 free Bitcoin. Start to stack away. DCA all day. I love you. God loves you. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Peace.